Budgeting tells you what is happening with your money. Journaling tells you why it's happening. Pair these two together and watch the magic happen. When your brain thinks something and then your hand writes it down, your brain processes that differently. So instead of the usual typing and hyper mouse clicking and button pushing that we're all so conditioned to doing, the writing is actually going to slow you down. Just enough for all of these magical things to happen. And they say that over time, you will start to notice these things. But one thing really caught my attention. And that was reading about this overall calming effect that we get when we journal. Do you know that if you journal before bed, so if you sit and you write things down like maybe what you're worried about, or you go ahead and just write out that to-do list that's been nagging you all day, doing that is actually going to help you fall asleep faster. When I read that, I was immediately interested because I unfortunately suffer from racing thoughts that I have no control over. When I go to bed, it's suddenly, what could I have done differently 25 years ago for $100, Alex? I mean, it is totally ridiculous, and I think there's probably a lot of you out there that can relate. So, when I read that if you try something as simple as just writing with your hand, journaling, it will actually help you recover more quickly from your stress. It helps you learn, it helps you focus. All of these benefits come from just journaling your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, your goals. Oh yeah, the goals. Let's be real. Setting goals is really easy. Actually reaching them, that's where most of us struggle. Journaling can actually make the difference between the goal that just sits in your head and the goal that you actually achieve. And that includes financial goals. Like suddenly your budget is not just numbers on a screen, it becomes something you're connected to. You remember it better. You notice patterns more. It's such a simple thing, but honestly, putting pen to paper taps into this whole other level of awareness. And that awareness is what helps your budget to finally make sense. And that's what you need, right? You already know your numbers. You already know where you struggle. You already know where your partner is struggling. You know all of this already. Now you just need it to make sense. It's not just about thinking to yourself, oh, I want to save $500 or I want to pay off all of my debt. It's about going deeper. What worked this week? What didn't work this week? How did you feel when you succeeded or when you slipped up? Writing this down is going to turn every experience into a lesson. And I want us to start out just by dipping our toe into this giant pool of journaling. Because if you're like me, you like it, right? I've always liked the idea of journaling, but just like everything else that's on the internet, it looks so intimidating and, I don't know, extra? Do we say extra anymore? Anyway, I got us at the beginner level and we're all gonna do this together. And first, this needs to be printed out. We are journaling. We are taking that time that our brains need to slow down a bit. We wanna see this magic, damn it. So we are using a pen, this paper, our brain, and our hand. This will not be perfect, just a little reflecting, not getting crazy. This is our intro to journaling. We are gonna add this to our payday routine, our budgeting plan, our spreadsheet day, whatever it is that you do, this is gonna fit right in. Okay, so here we have it. This is our introduction to journaling, Journaling 101. I'm very excited about this. This is also new for me. Now, this is a free digital download. It is linked in the description for everyone. So go ahead and pause the video, go get it printed, and come right back. Go ahead, I'll wait. Okay, you got it? Now you may have noticed that there's actually two sizes. This one is the standard letter size, and then I went ahead and added the A5 planner size. I know a lot of people like to do their budget with this size paper, so I went ahead and added that for you guys. Now you can do this however often you want to, right? Monthly, bi-weekly, weekly, daily. It is totally up to you. I might do weekly, but I'm not really sure yet because I don't want to make this some sort of like have to for myself. I want to look forward to doing it. I'm not going to do what I always do and put a bunch of expectations of myself on this. And you don't do that either. Let's not do that. This is supposed to relieve stress. And up here at the top, I put the month. So you can put like dear November if you want to, or you could just put the date, however you want to do it. But I went ahead and just put the month there so you know what this means. This is basically like a letter to yourself, I think. That's how I kind of wanted to set it up. So anyway, the first thing up here at the top is the 3 things that I am grateful for. This shifts our mindset from stress to appreciation. It will get you out of the I don't have enough spiral and into look at what I do have. And some examples of that are my close relationship that I have with my sister, all of the comforts that I have in my beautiful home, and something as small as having the ability to make a nice cup of hot tea to enjoy at the end of each busy day. I am very grateful for those 3 things. So start with that and don't overthink it. We have so much to be grateful for. Remembering to write these things, not just think about them, is where we are making that change. So let's do that. Let's journal. And here's where I'm going to ask you to share, and hopefully that will get you started. Comment below one thing that you are grateful for. Okay, and the next section is what is called expressive writing in journaling. And here's where we're gonna challenge your emotions, right? I want you to think about something that happened in the last week or so. Think about a moment that just stuck with you. No right or wrong, just whatever moment it is, it is. I want you to start with 2 minutes. Start writing right here and fill all this out. If you get that far, if you need more, just write it on the back. If you get stuck doing this, try not to think too hard. Just write. Don't edit yourself or be too critical. What's going to happen from you doing this is that the writing is helping your brain to store the memories and the patterns more clearly. So next time that you're about to repeat that same pattern, your brain goes, hey, remember what happened last time? And suddenly you will pause. And that pause is the most important part. So just write about whatever is on your mind. And then part 3 of our journaling, the last thing down here that I want you to do is challenge yourself with one call to action, and you're going to write it in here. Just one, something simple and doable. Some examples for you guys would be, this month I will check my budget every Sunday. This month I will pause before buying anything over $20. I'm going to do a no spend week. Make 1 extra debt payment this month. Studies show that you will take action more consistently when you choose one clear, doable goal. When you complete a call to action goal that you wrote down for yourself, you are rewiring your brain. Small wins are going to turn into habits. Habits turn into routines. Routines turn into your identity. You will literally become the type of person that follows through. You're going to go from, I hope I can do this, to, I know that I can. And to make something new like this become a habit for yourself, put it next to something that already is a habit. They call this habit stacking. There's a name for everything, right? But here's all it is. If you're adding this to your budget routine, that's easy. You can just add it in. But if you want to start doing this journaling part, maybe over your morning coffee, you could place a pen next to your coffee pot as your reminder. If you want to do it in the evening, maybe place it on your favorite chair so that you see it when you go to sit down. Just put it where you won't miss it and you're not going to forget about it. Okay, so yes, here we go. We're going to combine this new journaling with our budgeting, and some changes are going to start happening. So, are you going to try this too? I definitely am, and I hope that you will. Let it just be one more new and different way that you're going to do things this time around. Make sure that you take your time when you're filling it out. Don't forget to share what you're grateful for in the comments and check out mine while you're down there. If you found value in this video, don't forget to hit the like button so that YouTube knows to go ahead and push it out for more people to see. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching today, and I will see you next time.